Hello friends, my name is Cassie and welcome back to the channel and to my documenting my career series. I'm so excited. This is the first monthly update. If you missed the introduction to this series, I'll link it down below. I talk all about what a career is, a little bit of my background as far as my degree and where I am at in theater, my union status, etc. If you're new, welcome. My name is Cassie. I'm 24. I live in New York City and I am pursuing a career in acting like so many other young hopefuls in this city. And I'm so glad you're here. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on all of the monthly updates I'm going to be giving. I also vlog. So in this video, you're going to see vlog footage of me throughout this month of me documenting all the theater stuff I did, basically. And then at the end of the video, I am going to give you the statistics. I have been tracking the numbers of all of these things, and you are going to see that at the end of the video. Let's just cut right to the vlog so you can see what's happened this month, and then we'll touch base at the end for the stats. Take it away, Fast Cassie. Just submitted my first New York self-tape and it was basically a vlog. You pretend to be an influencer. They might pay me $1,000 if they choose me, so that's amazing. The only downside is I have this giant pimple, so that was part of it because the whole thing was like you had to film yourself doing your skincare routine. So I did look a little rough. My dark circles are also popping off today, but I did it. I submitted my first New York self-tape. I'm about to go to the first day of my new acting class. I'm feeling a little nervous. I'm not 100% sure what to expect. This is kind of my first class, but I did try. Okay, let me just tell you the story. I did try taking a class at this studio. I'll tell you the studio once the class I'm doing is over. I started taking a 5-week scene study 2 class over the summer, and I was sick for the first day, so I totally like missed that class, which sucks because money. By class 2, they paired me with a partner who had never taken an acting class before, which is okay, but I do have a BFA in acting. I signed up for this class because I want to practice and perform with people at my level. I auditioned and they placed me in level 2, and I thought that people would like kind of be doing their thing. But this girl had never taken a class, which is fine. And when we went to perform the first draft of our scene, the teacher stopped us partway through, just told her she wasn't prepared and like she couldn't really give us much feedback, and she just told me, keep doing what you're doing. And I was like, cool. I didn't pay $500 to be told keep doing what you're doing. And then the girl dropped out of the class. They told me I could do a monologue for the next 3 classes. And again, like I didn't pay that much money to do monologue coaching. I got studio credit, and the only reason I'm taking another class with the studio is because I still had that $200 credit or whatever it was. So I signed up for another class. This is scene study 2 as well. It's with a different teacher and it's 10 weeks long. So I'm crossing my fingers for different results. The thing I keep telling myself is that I am paying them. I am the customer, so I need to get what I want out of it, which is to act and to get feedback on my acting, because I haven't gotten up on a stage and done it in years, which sucks. I'm about to go to class 1, so I will update you when it's over. It went great. After the whole class has finished, I will give you a whole review and like what the studio is, the teacher, everything. My very first impressions are that this teacher is much more my style, really to just take a very individualistic approach to educating actors. And my partner seems like he knows his stuff. I hope I make some friends out of the class, but I'm looking forward to continuing it, and it was not stressful like I thought it would be. About to film another self-tape. This is self-tape 2 of the month. I also the other day submitted a bunch of information to possibly be background on Succession this weekend, which would be really fun. I don't really want to get into background work. I don't want to be like pigeonholed into that as my category. I love Succession, so it would just be a really fun show to be background on. Here I go, another self-tape. This is my setup. I have this wall purposefully blank. As you saw, I just took down my vision board, a cute little ring light, and my phone. They want me to do it on my phone because it's another one of those social media ad type when being a vlogger comes in handy. So for some reason in the last 12 hours I have gotten so many messages on Actors Access. Gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in literally the last like 24 hours. I think a couple of them are student films. One is for like a random sketch comedy group in New York that's an in-person audition next week, but then 2 are for our town at a random theater in Maryland. I actually would not probably be able to do this show if I got cast. They want me to submit a tape for both Rebecca and Emily. I played Rebecca in 8th grade, so it feels kind of like a full circle moment for me. And honestly, my rule for right now is kind of to submit for everything if I can, just to get in the practice of memorizing quickly, because I'm out of practice with that, just submitting things. Like, I want to make it really normalized. Practicing self-tapes and auditioning. Most of these tapes are due on Monday, but the Our Town ones are due tomorrow, and the Emily audition is literally 3 monologues. The Rebecca scene is super small, so we'll see what I get done, but that's pretty cool. It really has been feast or famine. Like, I will get nothing, and then I'll get 5 things on the same day. Welcome back to my self-tape setup. This is what's going on back here, the floor. I have my computer up here with the monologues just in case. There were 3 of them and they gave us 2 days. Ring light. We got the tripod because the ring light tripod, I don't trust it with my camera. It's a Saturday. I just filmed a bunch of monologues for Emily in Our Town, which is pretty cool. I also had acting class today and I finally got to perform my scene with my scene partner. I felt amazing about our performance. It felt really good. It felt like we were listening to each other. And honestly, I think we, based on the audience feedback, executed our scene extremely well. But the teacher didn't understand the play, so he said that it's not a good scene for class. I did sit there smiling at him while I could tell that he didn't understand. And he kind of like, "Are you okay?" to me, because he thought I was angry at him. That's what made me angry. I did say, "You don't have to talk to me like that. I came to this class to be challenged." A lot of my classmates came up and said that we did a great job. We're looking at scenes for next week or maybe the week after, but honestly, I felt great. I'm actually about to start a 24-hour Chekhov play festival. My friend Ahan invited me to. I'll put the information right over here. It'll be over by the time this video goes up. I'm really excited. Tonight we have like a little check-in, and then all the actors are gonna do a little open scene cold read so that they can cast us, and then the playwrights write overnight, and then tomorrow directors and actors work all day, and then we have a reading at the end of the day. So I'm really excited, and I'll keep you updated and take you along for the ride. Big acting day today, doing a lot. I'm really proud of myself, but you'll hear more of that from President Cassie, I'm sure. It's Sunday and we are starting rehearsals. I just joined the Zoom. I'm the first one here. Wait till you see this setup. We saw self-tape yesterday. Now we have Zoom play set up. My bed looks normal, right? Oh, look, all my belongings. The cat wondering what's going on. Oh, look, my shelf. This is what they see, just blank white. Got my script up. We have about 20-ish minutes until tech happens. And then, Stanford, I'm gonna need you. Oh. Oh, I'm glad I got that on camera. It feels good to like dive into a script, develop beats and a character. Like, I haven't done this in so long. I forgot that I know how to do it. This is a nice way to end this month. Thanks, Ahon, for inviting me. I don't know if you're gonna watch this. Mwah. Well, we are ending the last day of this month on a very exciting note. Yesterday I had an in-person audition for this little sketch comedy show, and I got cast. So I have my first rehearsal tomorrow. I'm excited to have an opportunity to perform, meet some interesting people. February is going to be a big month because I'm going to be doing that. My acting class is still going on. Eventually I'm going to start looking for a day job, but all that will be in February. So exciting note to end January on, actually being cast in something. Honestly, did not expect that to happen. I really thought this video was going to be me being like, I took my acting class and I submitted to 500 things and nothing came of it, but that's okay. Something came of it. I'm honestly very excited. And I'll hand it back to Cassie for the grand totals of all the submissions, etc. As I just said, I honestly can't believe that something actually came from this month. Legitimately thought that this would just be a cute video of me starting my acting career, and I could be like, see, nothing's gonna happen at first. Obviously, you'll hear all about the rehearsal and performance process in my February edition of this series. Let's talk statistics. The first statistic I have been tracking is how many things I submit to. So this includes mostly submissions on Actors Access. Towards the end of the month, I got Backstage. I just did a monthly subscription to Backstage because there was one specific thing I wanted to submit for. So this is mostly Actors Access submissions and then some Backstage submissions. This is just me seeing the listing and throwing my headshot resume reel at them. So this does not mean that they followed up with me. It just means that I threw myself at them. So the grand total of how many things I submitted to in the month of January is 86. So So let's break that down and see what came from that. From those 86 submissions, I had 10 people contact me asking me to submit a self-tape, which is basically like an audition request. Of those 10 submissions, I decided to submit 6 tapes. I did 2 in-person auditions. I booked one thing, which was not from a tape, it was from an in-person audition, and I took 3 different class sessions of my acting classes. I will also say that things didn't really pick up until partway through the month. At first, honestly, not a lot was being posted at all on Actors Access that was even available to submit to. Also, let me know down below if you want me to talk about Actors Access, backstage, making an account, submitting, like all that kind of stuff. I can make a video about that too. Just let me know down below if that sounds interesting. Beyond this, something I literally have just forgotten to mention up to this point is that I am also a theater teacher. Last summer, I taught kids theater camps for ages 3 to 8, and then I've been sort of like freelancing with the same company. I just teach 1 class a week. It also goes through March, so it's gonna end around the same time the acting class that I'm taking ends. February is gonna be all about rehearsing, performing, continuing to submit, finding a day job. We've got a lot of fun stuff coming up. Make sure you subscribe. Let me know if you were surprised by any of these numbers or anything that happened. Let me know if there's anything you feel like I'm missing or that you feel like you wish I was tracking that I haven't thought of yet. And I can't wait to see how this series evolves and what else I discover, just what else happens. I'm feeling really proud of myself for doing all this stuff that 1 year ago, it was scary for me just to create an Actors Access account, much less submit to all these things, actually put myself out there for auditions. I'm just generally like feeling proud of myself for doing the work. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe for the vlogs and the continued career updates. Go do something that makes you happy today. You deserve it. And I'll see you on Wednesday for a week in my life vlog. Okay, bye.